I will show you 4 A/B test ideas to increase Billabong's conversion rate. It's one of my favorite brands since I'm young. The first one is going to be about increasing product discovery rate. I don't know if you're familiar with the intra-site funnel, but basically it is about breaking down your website into 4 different steps. The first one being the percentage of people who land on your website and then discover your products, which the e-com average is about 50%. That means you have about 50% of people who will not even see your products. The second step is product view to add to cart. So this is on the product page. It's the percentage of people who go to the cart from the product page. The third step is the percentage of people who go from the cart to the checkout. And obviously the last one is begin checkout to purchase, which is the percentage of people who check out once they are in the checkout. And so here, for the first A/B test idea, there are actually 5 variants that I'm going to show you. This is good when you have a store that has a lot of traffic, let's say above 50,000 visitors per day. Then obviously you can run tests with multiple variants and not just one. It's taking a bit longer, but at least it increases the probability that you find a winner. So here is the idea. Statistically, and according to eatmaps.com's data, the e-com average for landing page to product view rate is 50%, as we just saw. That means 50% of the traffic landing on your website drop off before they ever see a product they might want. If visitors don't find something they want to click on quickly, they will bounce. So improving product discovery rate means helping more visitors reach product page faster, which is the first step toward conversion. More visitors discover relevant products, more products page views, more add to carts, then more checkouts, and finally a higher conversion rate. And even a small bump in product discovery rate can compound, especially if you have a lot of traffic on your store. And because it's the very first step in the intra-site funnel, that's normally where you have the most part of your traffic. So 50% of all of those people is a lot compared to, let's say, 30% drop off in the cart. But obviously the more you advance in the intra-site funnel and the more qualified and warm people are. So this is the website Billabong as it looks like right now, as we can see here. And so the first variation that I want to do here is to include quick navigation links directly at the bottom of the header. The goal here is to help people find the categories they want a lot faster. If you're a returning visitor, you will most likely go for new arrivals. If you're brand new to Billabong, you will most likely go for bestsellers. And if you already know what you want, whether it's a board shot, a wetsuit, a shirt, whatever, you can just swipe through and find the collection that you want. Here, the second variation, we've got basically the same thing, but now I included small thumbnails where we see the actual product. This is to make it even more appealing and also to have people identify the product a lot faster. That's why here it's in bold and here I put it in thin text, and then we have the images. The variation 3 is going to be again focused on the hero section, but then we have those icons at the bottom. The fourth variation is going to be the same thing, but this time with drawing, which I think fits very well with the vibe of Billabong instead of having the actual product images. And the fifth one is going to have just a search bar. So I inspired myself a little bit from the website True Classic, but the idea is to have a search bar because I'm guessing that Billabong has at least thousands of SKUs. And so I put that search through hundreds of tees, shorts, wetsuits, and more. All of those variations all have the same goals, which is to increase product discovery rate, to have more people who are landing on the homepage actually discovering products. Moving on to the second A/B test idea. This one is about adding saving badge and currency on collection pages. Right now on the website, they have badges, as you can see on the collection page, notifying people new to sale, on sale. And this is great because, as I wrote here, it makes it easy for people to spot deals when they're scrolling through the collection page. However, you don't want to make visitors do the math in their head. And the thing is, as you can see, we have sale, new sale, and then we can see here, we have the new price, we have the old pricing, and then we have the percentage that's discounted. And what you want to do, as I wrote here, it's an unnecessary extra step. You don't want to add friction, and it's a lot better to show exactly how much they're saving in currency, not in percentage. This is actually a test that I run for a few brands, and it's always performing better when it's in currency and not in percentage, just because it's a lot more enticing and it increases the probability of add to cart rate from the collection page and product discovery rate. So here is the variant. Instead of having just the badge, we want to have another badge that exactly states how much people are saving. This is basically doing the math for people, and it's so much easier to understand how much you're saving per product rather than having to check the pricing, the old pricing, trying to make the calculation. And usually savings in currency speak a lot more to people, because let's say if you have a saving in percentage that is 50% on a $10 product, then the saving is $5. Whether if you have a product that is, let's say, $200 and you have a 20% discount, then it's $40 off. Big difference, even though it's always percentage. So I do recommend you use savings in dollars or in currency, whatever the currency you're using. Moving on to the third A/B test idea. This one is going to be about the navigation menu. Right now it is looking like this. And in the 2025 conversion rate conference, Dylan Under revealed an incredible insight from his software data, again, heatmap.com. Users who click on the navigation convert 450% higher than average. That makes navigation clicks the most profitable clicks on the website, thus the importance of optimizing the navigation. And right now on Billabong's website, the navigation has the merit of being clear and not overloaded with elements, but it's still very under-optimized. And I think that we can add the logo, which is a deep symbol of more than 50 years of authentic surf heritage for Billabong specifically. A better hierarchy. We want to basically separate the collections from the secondary links. And then we want to use the offer that they are currently displaying on the homepage, collection page, and cart. It's the other slide. This one, we can see it in the cart and we can see it on collection page. And what we want to do is basically have it directly on navigation, because as we said, people click on the navigation are a lot more likely to convert than the average click on the website. So it's the perfect place to showcase the offer that they are currently running. So by doing so, we have a better hierarchy. It's easier to identify the three main collections. This is probably a new collection they're running, the Adventure Division, and then sale and login. Whoops, I'm just thinking that sale should have been with those as a force links. But anyway, so the offer, a better hierarchy, and the logo at the top to remind people what brand they're shopping, because here could just be any brand, right? Now the fourth A/B test idea is going to be optimizing the cart. This is the current cart that they have. It's a slide cart, not a classic cart. And the goal here is to increase begin checkout rate. So it's the third step in the insight funnel. Increase begin checkout rate by sending more people from the cart to the checkout. To do this, here are the few strategies that I think would be relevant to implement in a duplicate version of this cart. First, gamify a bit more the progress bar. When complete, have the bar still visible, and change the copy from got to unlocked. Right now, when you complete the progress bar that they have on the cart, you just see this. Congrats, you've got free shipping. There is no contrast in here with other elements in the cart, and so we have color blindness, like it's difficult to see it. And because it's not reminded anywhere on the cart, you could potentially not see that you just unlocked free shipping. So a different way to do this, I would keep the progress bar, because I think it would create this sense of accomplishment, like you just completed a task. And then I would change a little bit the copywriting to congrats, you've unlocked, or you've just unlocked free shipping. And then I would use a emoji, because now if you look at most brands, they're using those now. Even Airbnb, who made a big redesign last month. So definitely use this, or a truck icon. The next thing I would do is be more specific on where to apply the offer discount code. We are in the cart and we have this offer now, and we have use code heatwave. But where should we use the code? For us marketers and founders, it's very easy. We know that either in the cart if we have the option with the box, but otherwise it's in the checkout. But for some visitors, it might not be that intuitive, and so we need to make sure to tell people where they can apply the code. As simple as this. Use code at checkout, heatwave. That's it. Next thing is going to be make the footer of the slide card stand out with a different background color. Here again, talking again about color blindness, everything is in white and we just have black contrasting with the rest. I think it would be great to have the bottom in gray, just so that it creates some contrast with the rest of the page and to draw a bit more attention compared to this one. And then especially because you can scroll, like if you add more products to cart, not just multiple times the same product, but a few more products, and you scroll down, like the offer is going to be pushed down behind this part, and so everything with black and white feels a bit off. Then add a line below subtotal with estimated shipping for transparency. This is something that I would do, like I just said, for transparency. It is adding right below the subtotal estimated shipping. If you haven't unlocked yet free shipping, then it would be like estimated, calculated at checkout. But if you unlocked free shipping, then this would automatically update to free. And so that would remind people of what they just got, which is part of the offer, right? When they pass a certain threshold, they get free shipping. Next, I would add safe before checkout and the locker icon to increase trust. This is a small ninja trick, but in between checkout and safe checkout with the locker, somehow this creates a lot more trust with visitors compared to this one. So I recommend you just split test this compared to this one if you have enough traffic, and you will see for yourself which one is working best. And the last one is going to be add payment icons to reassure visitors that their preferred payment method is available. And because you have the arrow here, I would definitely get rid of the continue shopping, because the goal of a slide cart is basically to streamline the experience and to make sure we're sending those people who are now in the cart to the checkout. So you don't want to send people backward and go back to the website, even though I know maybe that could increase average order value because they might add some more products. But I feel we already have the offer here with Shopwoman and Shopman. So why do this really? I think it's better to keep things streamlined with just the CTA, the information about the pricing, clarity, and then we have the payment icons. So those were the 4 A/B test ideas I would do if I were hired to do ongoing zero and A/B testing for Billabong. If you want me to have a look at your own website, please feel free to book a call with me. I'll put a link in the description of the video. And otherwise, thanks for watching. You can subscribe to the channel and see you in the next one. Cheers.